Good morning. I want you to think for a moment about a dream you've almost given up on. A promise you once felt in your spirit that now feels distant. Maybe it's a calling, a vision for your family, a business idea, a healing, a creative work. It feels delayed, maybe even dead. Today, we're not just talking about any door. We're talking about a God-opened door. And our blueprint is a man in the wilderness, under a sky of 1,000 stars, named Abram. God's promise to him in Genesis was audacious. Leave everything. Go to a land I will show you. I will make you a great nation. I will bless you. And all peoples on earth will be blessed through you. Abram had nothing but a whisper. No child, no land. Just a promise and a door swinging open into the unknown. Have you ever been there? The door opens not to a guaranteed, easy path, but to a journey. The first thing we must understand is this. God's doors often open first onto a path of preparation, not immediate possession. The promise was given, but the wilderness came first. The door was open, but the journey was long. Your waiting period, your season of preparation, is not a sign that the door is closed. It is the very terrain of the open door. So what makes a door unclosable? It's not about the absence of locks or opposition. In fact, the enemy will try to padlock it, circumstances will seem to nail it shut, and your own doubts will try to build a wall in front of it. Look at Abraham's story. The door of the promise was seemingly closed by biology. He was old. Sarah was barren. By time, he waited 25 years for Isaac. By mistakes, his own detours with Hagar created complexity. And by the ultimate test, the command to sacrifice Isaac on Mount Moriah. Yet, none of it closed the door. Because an unclosable door has 3 divine components. First, it is initiated by God's sovereignty, not your striving. You didn't manipulate it open. It was His grace, His choice, His timing. Revelation 3:8 says, "See, I have placed before you an open door that no one can shut." He placed it. Since He opened it, the authority to close it rests with Him alone. Second, it is sustained by God's faithfulness, not your fidelity. Did Abraham have moments of weak faith? Yes. Did God still fulfill the promise? Yes. The door stays open because God is faithful to His own character and His own word. Philippians 1:6 says, "He who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion." He is the author and the finisher. And third, it leads to a purpose bigger than you. God told Abraham, "All nations will be blessed through you." That door wasn't just for his comfort. It was for the salvation of the world. Your God-opened door is connected to a purpose that blesses others, that changes your family line, that impacts your community. It's too big for you to mess up, because it's about His glory. So what do you do now, when you believe God has opened a door, but everything screams closed? First, stop pushing on the wall. Maybe the door isn't in the direction you're shoving. Abraham tried to force the promise through Ishmael. It created heartache. Sometimes, surrender is the key. Trust that the doorframe itself is held by God's hands. Your job isn't to force it. Your job is to discern it, to wait at it, and to walk through in obedience when He says now. Second, feed the promise, not the problem. God took Abraham outside and said, "Look at the stars. So shall your offspring be." He gave him a picture. What's your picture? Your vision. Write it down. Speak it. Pray over it. In the waiting, worship like you have it. Thank God for the promise as if it's already manifested. You are strengthening your spirit to walk through when the time comes. Third, pack for the journey, not just the destination. Abraham left Haran not knowing the destination. He packed faith, obedience, and a willingness to build altars of worship along the way. Pack your character, pack perseverance, pack prayer. The journey through the door will require all of it. That moment on Mount Moriah, with the knife raised over Isaac, was the final test of the door. Was it closed forever? No. God provided the ram. Sometimes God will let every human possibility be exhausted so that when the breakthrough comes, there is no explanation but Him. The door wasn't just for a son. It was for a revelation of Jehovah-Jireh, the Lord who provides. Your greatest test may be the prelude to God's greatest revelation in your life. Today, that promise you've carried, that vision that won't die, that calling that keeps whispering it, is the starry sky over your life. the door is still open. No person, no report, no delay, no failure has the authority to shut what God has opened. Maybe your step today is simply to stand at the threshold and reaffirm your trust. God, I believe you opened this. I trust your timing. Maybe your step is to take the first practical move in faith, like Abraham packing his tents. Enroll in the course. Write the first page. Start the difficult conversation. Make the plan. Or maybe your step is to let go of your Ishmael, the thing you created to force the promised land. Surrender again to God as perfect way. Look up, the stars of your promise are still shining. The path is still there. The door is not just a one-time entryway. It is the ongoing journey of a life lived in covenant with the promise keeper. You are not just waiting for a door to open. You are standing in the hallway of an open door that leads from glory to glory. No force of hell, no scheme of man, no failure of your past, no delay of time can close it. Walk in that confidence. Walk in that promise. Walk through. Why? Because when God opens a door, no one, and I mean no one, can close it. Go in that promise today. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe for more encouragement.